Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to do a really short video. I got home from a 4.5-day camping trip yesterday, so I'm very tired today, but it poured rain all day yesterday and most of this morning, and it dawned on me late last night, oh my goodness, I have a succulent arrangement that has absolutely no drainage in it, and it will drown and rot out all the succulents if I don't get that fixed. So today is kind of like an emergency maintenance type of a video. This particular succulent arrangement I put together about 1.5 years ago now. So spring 2021, I believe, yeah. And it's been doing awesome. I haven't touched it, but it's definitely time for a reset, and I figured why not do it now when I have to change out the soil anyway, because it's completely waterlogged. So I'm just going to take you guys along today. I'll mostly be doing a voiceover for the rest of this video, but I will show you guys what I'm working on and how it turns out. Alright, so I'm gonna start by just taking all of the succulents out of this container. As I go, I'm going to kind of groom them up, remove any dead leaves, make sure that I have a nice stem that I can go ahead and plant them. This is a beautiful echeveria, I believe, but I'll remove the leaves and I'll actually save them to propagate them. That one was already growing a little bit, so that's what they'll look like eventually. So I just go ahead and, pull each one out, inspect it, make sure it looks healthy, make sure I have something that I can plant, and I continue this for the whole project. Some of them I did cut off the roots of, which is totally fine to do. Succulents, as long as they're touching the soil, they'll pretty much grow new roots. If you are creating fresh cuttings, you should not water it right away though. I would wait 2 to 3 weeks before you water it so that the fresh cuts have a chance to callus over, and that way they don't rot and it doesn't expose them to extra moisture. This one was growing a little baby, and I'm going to try to save as many of these as possible, and we'll try to cram them all back in here. I was just showing that there was so much water in the bottom of that, so I'm really glad that I was doing this project today. I really enjoy succulent arrangements because you can really be creative with them and anything goes, and it's kind of unique to whoever is creating the arrangement. Different colors, textures. I had some string of pearls there that I was going to save. One thing I do recommend is being careful if you're planting any sort of aloe or agave. They have very significant root systems, both this level and the level above that I was working on. All of those roots that you saw was from one plant. That's how crazy they are. So just be careful when you are planting aloes. Try to keep them small. I recommend always replacing them as a cutting instead of a rooted plant, because in no time they will reroot themselves. When I had pulled out that white aloe earlier, there was actually an ant colony in this corner here, so I'm rinsing everything off, clearing it out, and I will be completely rinsing out the entire planter. I don't want to save that colony or have it in the next arrangement. Now that everything's cleared out, I'm going to get some fresh cactus and succulent soil and start over. I have another succulent arrangement in my yard, and I wanted a few of the items from that one, so I just pulled them out and set them aside. So now we can go ahead and start putting our arrangement back together. I start with taller things and larger things and pick a side to kind of bring the eye to, and I build from there. And again, this is completely unique to whoever's building the arrangement, and you can be as creative as you want, and that's what I love about it. No two succulent arrangements will ever be the same. And I just want to note that this fresh succulent soil was actually a little bit damp because it again had been pouring rain, so I will probably not water this arrangement for at least a month until it gets nice and settled, dries out, has a chance to callus, and I don't have any issues. So let's keep planting and watch it all come together. I just wanted to jump on here and add that it's okay to take out what you've already done to nestle other things in. I find myself having to remove pieces just to get underneath them a little bit better, and that's totally fine to do. So if you have to rearrange something to fit something else, don't be afraid to dig around and make it work. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video right now. If you're still watching, really appreciate it. I also want to kind of apologize for my breathing. I do have asthma, so sometimes my breathing can come across very heavy on the audio, so I apologize if that bugs anybody. Really, you guys, thank you so much for watching my content and sticking with me. I'm really enjoying filming these for you guys and taking you through, my gardening time. I just wanted to ask, what you guys think of succulent arrangements. Would you want to build one yourself, or would you maybe buy one that's already made? They're, again, a lot of fun to do, and you can take them apart and put them together as often as you want. And I just find it a very peaceful project to work on. So I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, and let's keep watching. Oh, and that little spitting sound you hear in the background, that's from my solar pump in the pond that I set up. I do have a video coming on that. I just have to finish the project, and it'll probably be a 2-part video that I spread out. But anyways, that solar pump hasn't been working correctly, and so it kind of malfunctions on less sunny days, and so that's what's making that noise. I apologize. So I actually have a pair of gardening chopsticks that I use, but I couldn't find them, so I just grabbed a piece of stem to kind of help make a well for the stem. Sometimes that helps you get deeper. You can reach a little bit easier. I've seen a lot of people use chopsticks or like planting tongs for aquariums, so I definitely recommend it for you. It was such weird weather this day. Shortly you'll hear thunder, and I actually had to stop filming because it was getting a little too close. Wasn't that rain just so peaceful? I absolutely loved that day. It was so fun to listen to the rain. Anyways, I love how this turned out, you guys. It makes me so happy to see it so fresh and just alive again. I definitely waited way too long to redo this arrangement, but I'm really happy that the rain forced me to get to it because I kept putting it off and putting it off, but this just brings me so much joy again, and I can't wait to watch it fill in. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.